Pow! Segment 3 on the Danny Vegas Live Show. Welcome back worldwide, and as you well know, like I've been saying all week long, we start our speaker series, and actually in the next 2 weeks we start the speaker series, but we had to bring John Pinnington in a week early because we got something special to talk about. John Pinnington of AA Printing, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you, Danny. Thank you.
You are back. You know, you are, of our speaker series, which, if anybody doesn't know where that is, John is a sponsor of the Danny Vegas Live Show. He's a sponsor of the platform. We take his brand everywhere we go. We speak about him wherever we go. We put his banner. His banner's probably been in more places than he has, and we put that everywhere. So what we do with our speaker series is we bring on our sponsors, which is probably rare in this type of world. Usually they just get a shout out in the commercial, but on our show we like to bring them on and talk about what's going on. So we're starting that in the next 2 weeks, but John's got something special, so we brought him in a week early, and I will tell you something, the John Pinnington segments change lives because they are that good. So, John, you know, we've known each other for many years. You know, I kind of started Danny Vegas about the same time you started AA Printing, and we've watched each other kind of go from one level to another. And what I've seen lately is John Pinnington now he's getting to be a media star. I mean, you are got some things on the platform now where, hey, you're kind of running your business ain't running you. You got a great staff down there that you've taken how many years to find the right staff, put the right culture on that you want in your shop. You got that down, so you are out there running your business instead of your business running you.
Yes, that's right. Like any business owner, that's the stage you want to get to.
Right.
You want to be able to step back from your business and let the baby grow.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead. Let me ask you, why do you think so many businesses, and we're going to get into all the stuff you're doing, which is, to me, I'm honored to know you. I mean, you are in the community, you're a great asset. How come do you think a lot of super small businesses never get to that point? What stops them? Is it mindset? Is it money? Is it, they just don't have the mindset or the will? What do you think? I think
it comes down to mindset because, as you know, I started with basically less than $4,500.
Right.
So you can't blame the money.
Okay.
It would be easier.
Right.
But it's the mindset. You have to believe that you can do it. You have to have the passion of what you want to do. And people will pick up on that. People will support that because people in this community have supported AA Printing because we've given them that. We'll give you the best. And they've seen me out there giving them the best. But majority of the business owners, they open a business. Some of them sit back, don't go out. Some of them go out, don't talk to people. You want to be marketing yourself every day you go out. So people brand you as, like, people say, oh, you're that print guy. You're the AA guy. That's great.
You love that, don't you?
I love that. I see you everywhere. And that's what it is. I mean, you've seen me grow and I've also told you what is it I want to do over the years.
Right.
I said I want to brand myself all over this town.
That's right. When you came to me, you say, Danny, just put my brand on everything.
Yeah, it's going to be everywhere.
Right.
Then I said to you, I want to get in the speaker position as well. And now these opportunities. So you have to set goals of where you want to go. And that's where the passion comes in is, I want to get here. I'm going to set a goal for it. Then you go here. Because right now, everything I've done has just been made. It's not made up.
Right.
I planned this out in my business plan when I started. And once I started growing, I planned it out in my vision of what I wanted. And everything is happening the way it is. Right now, like I said, I don't need to be in my shop.
That's right.
My staff, they're doing a great job. And I have had to go through, I've had 2 of them that's been with me from day one.
Right.
And my accountant, that's 3. 3 of them been with me from day one. The girls that have joined us now have been with me over a year. I had to rotate and train them the way I wanted them to see my vision.
Yeah, you have a culture that you needed in that shop.
In that shop, which is quality, customer service. And I go in and I'll say Monday, today is a happy day.
Right.
We're going to make everybody happy today. You want to get them in that mentality. I have them in meetings when I see a job with a scratch on it and I go, what's that? We need to reprint it again. I said, this is your job. You have to make them believe that it's their job. And if there's something wrong with it, you should not be able to go home and sleep well at night. It should be bugging you that you want to be the best.
That's right. You know, John, one of the best quotes you've ever had on this show, to the point should be on a T-shirt. It should be on bumper stickers. When you said, if you're a business owner, 5 o'clock means nothing to you. You may not even remember saying it.
I do.
But it stuck in so many people's heads. And one thing that I've learned since the last time you were here, I read an article, and I think it's so true, that your brand is what people say when you're not in the room.
That's right. That is right. That is so fun you said that, because that's what I was talking about this week.
Yes, so it is literally what people say when you're not in the room. If they think you're a Schneider or a shyster, that's your brand. If they think you're a great guy, I love that guy, that's your brand. So, unbelievable. John, gee whiz, we got so many things going. The reason why you're here today is, you know, you did say, hey, I want to kind of get into the speaking game. I have knowledge. I have a lot of experience here that can help the young entrepreneur. Pal, you're doing a speaking gig tomorrow.
That's right. The Las Vegas Women Chamber has asked me to be an opening speaker for them, which it's so funny that June asked me about a year ago. And she said, I'd like you to be a speaker at my event in July. I said, what? And she said, yeah. I said, June, I can't do that. And she said, why not? I said, a room full of powerful women, what would I be able to tell them?
Right.
So I brushed it off, faded away, hoping she'd forget about me. And then she called me back again and said, John, I do want you to be a speaker at my event. And I said, you know what, June? I'll do it.
You're ready.
I'm ready, because I said this year was what it's about. I want to give back education-wise to as many small business owners, because I get people coming to my shop, or the parents would call me and say, my daughter wants to start a business. Can you talk to her about it?
Mentor them.
Yeah, and I said, yeah, bring them in. That's not a problem. But now I want to do it on a bigger scale.
Right.
And being a speaker at this event, it's great. And now I have the opportunity to go on another radio station now.
That's right. We're going to talk about that right now, because we only got 3 more minutes. Guy Dawson, who has a show right now here on WCOBM. He also has a show on KDON, which is a business show. It comes on once a week. I believe it's like 6 o'clock in the evening.
6 o'clock on a Tuesday.
On a Tuesday. And you are going to be kind of a correspondent for that. Tell us about that.
Yeah, no, I'll be just there as to talk about small business owners, what they go through, what I went through, to let small business owners know that they're not alone on what they're going through. And 6 o'clock is a perfect time, because either some are driving home, some are still at work,
right?
And in hearing that, wow, what a day they've had, they want to hear this. So I'm going to give them tips of what I went through, and how I got over it, and how I grew my business from where it started to where it is now.
Yeah, and it isn't easy, but it's been a long 5 years. I know you've had ups and downs just like everyone else. So so you're on KDON with Guy Dawson. You come on the Danny Vegas Live Show, the most fantastic hour on the internet, by the way. You are open to speaking opportunities now. So okay, so everybody that's watching this, you may be watching this a month from now, a year from now, because we put these out all the time, especially John's segments. I love putting them back out there. John, how do they get a hold of you? You're not at the shop, so calling the shop probably isn't the way to go. Is that the way to go?
Well, they could call the shop or email me.
Okay.
John at aaprintinglasvegas.com. I've always got my phone on me. I always check my email.
Right.
That's the best way I could respond. It's no point calling me, but you email me. I know people are instant messaging me on Facebook now, and I reply back to everybody. So those are the 2 best ways. The shop, they'll take notes, but the email is always the best.
Email is the best. And John, what's that email again?
John at aaprintinglasvegas.com.
That's right. And John's at he's at events that are huge. He's at events that are small. I saw you at DSA yesterday. We were looking at animals, stuffed animals. My goodness gracious, that was crazy.
Yeah. And those are the things you have to be out. But one thing I want to say as well, when I said about doing the speaking stuff, I'm also doing a convention next year for young teen entrepreneurs.
Oh, great.
So kids between the age of 13 to 19 that's looking into being an entrepreneur, getting into the business. We want to do an event for them. Well, so we're trying to raise money for that.
Well, I hope to be honored to work with you on that, because that would be great. We got a great platform to do that, and you got some power. You got some power brands behind you that you can call upon. That would be a great thing. That's
what we're trying to do. We're trying to get at least 500 kids plus to go through there, and we're going to have a full training day of how to start a business, what starting a business is all about, and we'll have guest speakers there as well.
Excellent. Well, I love it. We need to teach our kids entrepreneurship. It's the way to go in America. It's the only way to build wealth, as far as I'm concerned. John Pinnington, you are a superstar. We love you. Thank you for being on the show. We'll be back for segment 4.